Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are on a legacy track for the Dirt Road Racing series with the Volkswagen Beetle. We're on a legacy track, Phoenix International Raceways. Really fun, really interesting track. Had a great time here, but keep the introductions short. So let's get into the fun. Alright, off the line once again, I continue to do my strategy where I just let everyone go past me. Because I genuinely don't want to be involved in any scrapping here. But, see, just like that, someone got T-boned. So this is like my first or second. No, this was my first race on this track. My entire strategy going in was take it slow, take it easy. You don't know what you're doing. If this was real, I wouldn't want to wreck the car because I ain't got the money to fix it. So let's take it slow, let's take it easy. And we'll just pick up through the traffic as people crash and die. I mean, it's worked so far. I'm up like 3 positions here. And I believe that was a lockup. Lockup or a slide, I cannot tell. From the cockpit angle. Probably is. I was slamming that that gear limit. Slid a little bit wide. I couldn't tell whether or not that was just dark gravel or road. Couldn't tell. Found out one way or another. That it's slippery. Kind of slippery as dirt though. We still have to be careful. I was taking things slow, nice and easy. I was in no man's land here. The couple of cars in front of me, completely gone. There was no chance of me catching up with my time delta. Absolutely none. So when I have that in mind, and never mind, I have this guy shuck it up the inside of me. I let him pass because I did not want to defend here. Not worth it. Not worth the incident points that I could potentially earn, which will only slow down my progress and getting out of rookies. We are. I've caught up to him pretty well when it comes into the asphalt here, or whatever, the concrete. But yeah. I saw him hit that barrier, decided to back off, let him decide what he was going to do. Luckily, he was a little antsy, caused him to spin out and hit the wall, which gave me the position back. However, I panicked a little when it came to trying to figure out how not to die or hit him while he was going so slow and driving so unsafe that I ended up sliding into that wall slowly but surely. Luckily, no incident points. I remember it popped up 0 out of 17, which was good for me. Got a big slide into this section. Still haven't picked up on how to take this hairpin. But as you can see, I'm kind of figuring it out slowly but surely. We're we're learning, and I keep eating that sausage curve even though I shouldn't. I believe that counted as me cutting the corner. I know one of these races that I had on this track, I ended up hitting that sausage curve and it was like, you got the corner. Slow down or else you're gonna get a penalty. And luckily, I'm going slow enough that iRacing recognizes me as slowing down for the penalty. That's how slow I'm driving. Which is not a flex whatsoever, but I found that funny. That me driving safe with the hopes of not wrecking was enough. But I believe that's the one. That's the time. That one was a bit more sausage curb. But I believe this race should be wrapping up here soon. I remember the clouds rolling over roughly near the end of this race. Got a good slide here. And yeah, that was the penultimate lap. Last lap before the checkered flag. Get a good, cool little slide into a park right there. And that puts me, I believe, in third place on my first race here. We ended up on the podium on our first race. It was a fun little track. Unfortunately, these races are very short, actually. That's my only, what's the word I'm looking for? Grievance, I believe. My only grievance with this series is that it's very short. 8 laps with a joker lap that is, I feel like it, and this one is optional because I've seen people finish the race without taking their joker lap before. I think everyone this race, though, okay, it won't show me here, but I believe almost everyone in this race took the joker lap. I thought it was mandatory, so I'll probably still take the joker lap because it's fun. But back to what I was saying, my only grievance with the series, very short, like 8 laps from both tracks. One previous to this, which was the first video on this channel. And this one, also very short. And not only that, it's like I gotta wait like an hour for every single race in this series. Every single one is like the hour 15. So like 1:15, and the next one's 2:15, then 3:15, then 4:15. There's a lot of time in between, which is nice if I'm gonna go into practice and practice these tracks to get better lap times in. But since I'm in rookies still, I don't have any sort of inclination to get in and do practice laps to increase my time when I am unsure whether or not I'm going to have a safe race. I don't want to risk pushing, getting incident points, and only prolonging how long I'm going to be in rookies in this series. So it's kind of detrimental for me in a way. Not really. It's just a little annoying that I have such a wide gap between the races, because I'd rather just sit down in a day, put out as many races as I can in the series to get out of rookies. That's really all I have to say about iRacing's Dirt Road series, is that the only 2 that you have access to, both of them pop up at the same time, the hour 15. But I'm going to wrap this up. This is going to be the end of this video. So thank you guys so much for watching this. If you did enjoy, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you ding dong that bell. Stealing that. Not really stealing that line from Syndicate, but make sure you hit that bell so you get notified whenever another video gets posted on the channel. And until then, I hope I will get to see you in the next one. Last note, if you have any tips or any recommendations on what I should do, leave it down in the comments. I would love to get people's opinions on how to drive on certain tracks and certain cars much better. I could use the help. And if you do leave any of those comments, thank you very much. Bye-bye.